Morning, folks. Haven't had shit to talk about. Today, got something to talk about. Tomorrow, no, today. Oh, I meet bike friends. Was out biking yesterday. Met some guys on the trail. Gonna meet up with them today to ride. So that's cool. Oof. I'm injured. That's cool. Burnt myself at work. Look at that. Ew. Gross. Ew. And that's like 2 months old. Wonder if it'll fall off. Yeah. I'm a mess. Wasn't paying attention. Or wasn't thinking. And that scared me. This bag wiggled. I thought it was like a bug in my cabinet. Speaking of which, I'm all over the place right now. I think it was like a couple weeks ago I was vacuuming and I saw this like thing. I'm 90% sure it's a piece of dirt, because if not, there would have been a lot more. But there's like a split second where I'm like, is that mouse poop? You know, the little pellets. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, imagine if I had a mouse in here. Pilot would do nothing about it. He would play with it. He wouldn't even kill it. Which is like good and bad, you know? Like, he's friendly, he's nice. He doesn't want to just kill everything. But like, I would absolutely want him to kill that. Like, get it out of here. Yeah, thought I had a mouse poop in here. That was something. But it was just a thought, and I was like, oh man. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Yeah, so I meet Julio here today. And one of his buddies. We'll go biking. That's cool. That's it. That's kind of it. My floor. That's been bothering me. My floor is buckling like crazy. Like, right in this area. And I tried beating it with a hammer to like get the joints to like lock in again. Not happening. So I don't know. There's a couple things. I'm positive it gets really wet under there from me spilling Pilot's water all the time. And from it spilling, not from me, but from driving and sloshing around. Sometimes it's worse than others. I don't know if it's water getting under there and making it an issue. It shouldn't, I don't think. don't think. I don't know. I also put the flooring down under the entire, like, I put the flooring on the entire van floor, if that makes sense. Meaning, none of, like, the cabinets, none of the stuff was in here when I put the flooring down. It makes it way easier. But I read the directions on the flooring and I just completely ignored it because it says not to put anything on top of your flooring. Meaning, like, if you're doing this flooring in your kitchen, because this is just like Home Depot brand, like, you know, the vinyl plank flooring. It's just like the, you know, the stuff. So it explicitly says that in the directions. Do not put, like, kind of heavy things that would prevent the floor from moving on top of it. Not so much furniture, but just permanent things. So my ass just completely ignored that and said, whatever. And now I might be paying for it because it's buckling. It does seem to only, like, be really bad when it's, like, super hot. So I don't know if it's like it's clearly like an expansion thing. Like, the floor can't, you know, expand. So it has nowhere to go. So it's, you know, buckling at the joints, the weak point. That bothers me. Because now I feel it. There's nothing I can do about it. Absolutely nothing. It is what it is. Unfortunately. I tell myself every time not to do this, but sometimes the line at the deli is just too long. I'm not in a rush. I have nothing to do, nowhere to be. I live in a fucking van that's in the parking lot. But I've been like, if I don't need actual lunch meat, I just need cheese, I get it from, like, the pre-cut deli section. It's so bad. I don't understand why. Like, I don't. Because it's not like that's like 3 weeks old. It can't be. It'd be bad. Well, no. Cheese lasts a long time. But still, it's not like 3 weeks old. The packed on date when I bought it was like the same day, if I'm not mistaken. 21st. I don't even know what today is. When did I buy this one? The 24th. That sounds about right. I'm at the grocery store every 3 to 4 days. So I had bought it like when it was fresh in that cabinet kind of thing. You know? What am I rambling and complaining about? Oh. The cheese. The whole reason I'm saying that is it sticks together. You know, you can't peel, like, slices of cheese really well. It's just it's like a giant slab of cheese, which is fine. I like cheese. I'll eat cheese like that. But when I'm trying to put on my sandwich, it's like not really, it's not going well. Not going well. But other than that, right now I'm at the good camping spot. Shower last night. Had to after biking. I was sweaty. It was bad. I've been going a couple other places too, though. And I showered last night in the middle of mall parking lot again. Except, like, when I say middle, I really mean I was in the middle of it. There was a Connex container, like a shipping container, and I backed up to it so that my back doors would open to that, and just showered. Somebody drove by. Oh well. I don't think they saw anything, and if they did, oh well. The cops didn't come. I think that's like that's like a huge like barrier to van lifing. Is like whether you give a shit or not. And I don't like actually care what people think about me. Could give two shits. Really don't care. But what I do care about is the perception. Like, I don't actually care if you don't like me, but I don't want the general people, public, whatever, thinking I'm a shitbag. Does that make sense? You know? So I don't like essentially putting myself in situations where, I don't know, I could look like a drain on society, you know? Because I'm not. At least I don't think I am. You'll have to let me know if I am. I don't know. I don't think so. But, yeah. So if you actually care what individual people think, and even in my case, if you like are worried about people like thinking you're like a scumbag or this or that, like you don't provide any like value to the world, that gets in your head, and you'll like stop yourself from like doing something because like, man, I'll look weird. Like, what if somebody sees me? Like, that'll suck. Like, I'll look like a piece of shit. Like showering in the middle of a mall parking lot. What else is new? Nothing. Oh, kinda. Well, it's not new. It's on me. Everything's on me. But, we had a stint of cloudy days, and I run the batteries down pretty low, like pretty damn low. Like I was sitting around like 40-something%. I'm like, all right, no big deal. I'll use the charger that I have hooked up to the engine. I haven't used it in a long time, and I'll be fine. Turn it on, and I remember I had an issue with this thing way back where it won't actually charge that well. Like it's supposed to pump out like 15 to 20 amps, and you know, for some reason it was only putting out like 3. Now it does have this mode where it goes into like half power, like it'll only produce half the power that it can or that it's calling for, because I don't know, it got hot or one thing or another, or you physically put it into that mode. Like you can choose to do that. I don't know why you do that, but you can. So I messed with it. I forced it into that mode, and then I took it out of that mode. Didn't change anything. I completely like did a factory reset, you know. Did you try to turn it off, turn it on again? Didn't work. So I need to quit ignoring it, because that's literally what I've done up to this point. And get a hold of the company and be like, hey, what gives? It's like a $500 unit. That's not that old, that I don't use that often at all. Like I don't use it, because I usually just charge off the sun, and that's like plenty. But when it's cloudy, get some bad weather for a while, which it was only like 2 full days, maybe. But like what happened was I didn't look at the forecast, and well, I mean, even if I did, I can only, like, it's so sticky here. I have to run the fan at night. I have to. It's disgusting. I can't sleep otherwise. But I had them running like full blast all night because it was just nasty, or like close to it, close to full blast, something like that. So between that, the next day still being hot but cloudy, no charge happened that day, and I'd ran them all night, run it all day, doing the morning thing, got the lights on, which the lights on isn't a big deal, but running the kettle, that takes a lot of battery. Just doing stuff. Nothing really extreme, but I ran it down to like 50% by the time I decided to put the engine charger on. I mean, 2-3 amps, that doesn't even cover the refrigerator running, So, kept getting lower and lower. I got down to 30, and I was like, oh, this sucks. That's like the lowest I should go on my setup. It didn't go below that, which if it does, it's not like the end of the world. It's not just gonna like break the batteries. What it does is it shortens their lifespan. But anyways, it just took a couple days of no sun to get me down there. So what I need to do is get a hold of battery people and be like, hey, what gives? Not battery people, battery charging people. What gives? This thing's only a couple years old. What the heck? The reason I've ignored it is because I tried calling once, didn't get anything back. Emailed, didn't get anything back. Called, got the guy on the phone, and he gave me some like whack ass like testing procedure, and had 100 excuses as to why he didn't respond to my email. Oh, I'm in the middle of moving warehouses and this and that, and I'm the only guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't care. Like, you're running a business. It sounds like you need to get somebody on your payroll, bud. Anyways. Need to get back on that. Is that a bug? I don't know. Weirded out about these black specks, man. Is it poop? Is it a bug? What is it? So I need to get back on the phone with him and see what's up. And if nothing comes of it, then I mean, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and get a different one. Oh well, kind of. Because, I mean, have that happen in winter, I mean, I got to run the heat, you know? Can't just be suffering through that. My pipes will freeze again. I've done that too many times already. Can't be continually freezing my pipes. No bueno. What else? Does anyone here have like a master's degree in cling wrap? I'm pretty sure this is like, since I can't properly use it, I'm convinced I'm not an adult yet. Yeah, like I think once you can properly use this stuff, that's when you actually hit like adulthood. Other than that, you're just faking it. You're old enough to be one, technically, but really, like, this is like the ticket. I don't know why I have such a hard time with it. And really, it's just getting it off of the container and laying it down without screwing it up. I do that a lot. Like, I'll put it down and it'll just fold over. I'm like, gosh, dang it. I don't know. Like, that is a class that should be in high school. How to use cling wrap. Cast iron pan. I don't wash it. Just wipe it out. Really, that's like 2 lies. I do wash it, but like once a month or so. And it's absolutely not cast iron. Well seasoned though. Stuff doesn't really stick that bad to this thing. You know, it's sort of just one of those cheapo non-stick pans, you know? But I think because I leave some butter in there all the time, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, but yesterday was sunny, so we're like charged up really good. Ran the fans all night. Not like super high, just a medium. A medium level, and we're at 66%. So that's cool. I usually run through about 10% overnight. That's about average, because I had both fans on around, like, I think this one was, the one over me was on 30%, and this was on 50. Ugh. So between that and the refrigerator cycling all night, you know, that takes about 5 amps when it cycles, like when it's running. Pilot hair. I'll kill about 10, or not 10, yeah, I'll kill about 10% of my battery. Oh, so, well, no, okay. really last night I killed 5 because the kettle takes 5. I just hit myself in the face. But when I have the fans running higher, that'll take some power out of there. Because if I run the fans on high, it draws 10 amps, which is quite a bit for fans. But it's 2 of them and they move some air, so that's like, I don't know. I'm not really complaining about it. Just stating facts. Okay. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm gonna go walk the dog. By walk the dog, I mean go find out where he is, because he's been outside this whole time. Have a good day.